Terrorism flourishes with radicalization, strong financial backup and illegal supply of arms. In Kashmir, the terrorists have been surviving with financial and arms supply from neighbouring Pakistan. The Pakistani youth, radicalized and trained by Pakistan's army and spy agencies, are sent to Jammu and Kashmir for violent activities. A terror funding module of Pakistan was recently busted in Kashmir by the Indian security forces amid a consistent armed battle between the forces and the terrorists in the valley. Take a look.
Jammu and Kashmir remains a victim of Pakistan-sponsored terrorism since 1947. Be it deadly terror attacks, illegal drugs and manpower supply or radicalization of Kashmiri youth, Islamabad has not deferred itself from indulging into anti-Indian activities. A country that barely has enough to feed its citizens is busy funding terror groups to carry out violence in India. Recently, Indian intelligence agencies along with Jammu and Kashmir police busted at least 3 separate terrorist financing modules from the Union territory. As many as 9 suspects who were working along with different terrorist outfits in northern districts of Kashmir have been arrested. The arrested people are suspected to be linked to Pakistan in providing funds to the terrorists.
ये तीनों यहाँ पे टेरर फाइनेंसिंग मॉड्यूल जो है चला रहे थे, टेरर एक्टिविटीज़ को फंड करते थे और इनका एक स्पेसिफिक मोडस ऑपरेंडी था जिसके तहत ये काम करते थे। ये यहाँ पे जो इनके भाई पाकिस्तान में हैं उनकी यहाँ ज़मीन बेच के जो है वो पैसा यहाँ पे टेरर एक्टिविटीज़ के लिए यूज़ किया करते थे। उसमें इन तीनों से अभी तक हमने जो है 14 लाख का अकाउंट फोर किया है, जिसमें से 5 लाख की रिकवरी हुई है और बाकी पैसे इन्होंने अब तक ऐसी दहशतगर्दी की एक्टिविटीज़ को बढ़ावा देने के काम में अंजाम लाए हैं, तो उनका अभी हम तफ्तीश कर रहे हैं।
Despite mounting pressure from terror financing watchdog FATF, Pakistan continues to mobilize funds into Jammu and Kashmir to support terrorist activities. Pakistan's allies and international monetary institutions have been providing financial aid to the country to help it develop its educational and industrial infrastructure, but Islamabad is using those funds to enhance its terror infrastructure.
It was also a world opinion, and all the financial aid which was being given to Pakistan, it was given on this premise that they will stop, carrying out the terrorist activity, especially the funding of the terrorist activity. But it seems Pakistan is now not going to listen to this, and India has busted a lot of activities which are being funded, the terrorist activities which are being funded by Pakistan. So this is a very serious matter, and of course the credit goes to the Indian intelligence work which has unearthed these terrorist activities, especially the route of the financial route coming.
Pakistan is distressed with the elimination of terrorist commanders in Kashmir by the Indian security forces. As part of the all-out operation launched by the Indian Army in Jammu and Kashmir, over 500 Pakistani-sponsored terrorists have been eliminated in last 1.5 years. Recently, the Indian security forces neutralized Hizbul Mujahideen commander Azad Lal Hari in an encounter at Kamrazipura in Pulwama district. Experts believe that aggressive anti-terror operation by the security forces in Kashmir Valley is the only solution to counter Pakistan's malicious game in Kashmir.
Pakistan Army and ISI are trying tooth and nail to create chaos in Jammu and Kashmir. You see, the obsession of Pakistan with regard to Kashmir is well known. The obsession is since 1947, and Pakistan has been trying to get into Kashmir anyhow, by terror financing, by creating terror, by winning over loyalty of Muslims in Jammu and Kashmir, by appealing to their religious commitments and religious connection. So the best recourse is that we should get into offensive mode to put Pakistan in defensive mode, so that Pakistan's total attention is concentrated towards saving its own soil rather than trying to export terror to Jammu and Kashmir.
Since the abrogation of Article 370 last year, the security forces are aggressively working to eliminate the roots of terrorism in Jammu and Kashmir. Pakistan already features in the grey list of Financial Action Task Force, and if it continues to finance terror outfits, the day is not far when it will be blacklisted for its support to terrorism.